All right, hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. And in today's video, we're back at another abandoned coal mine site. So as you can see, it is snowing, and I just about barely made it here. So you know, we gotta get the treasure, so it was worth it. Hopefully we find a coal miner tag or maybe another Indian head penny or something today. But we'll see. So without blabbering on too much more, we'll get into it. Okay, right before I get too close to the line, I got a 66. It'll be interesting trying to get this out of the snow, but I'll go ahead and clear this stuff off and I'll get back to you guys. Okay, I didn't actually have to dig it all. I did put my shovel through the ground, but I found this thing. Oh well. It was pretty shallow, so I didn't think it would be anything great, but wasn't expecting that, but oh well. Alright, so I got a pretty shallow 16 signal here, and I'm thinking it's probably just aluminum or something, but I'll go ahead and pinpoint it out and we'll see what it is. Yep, just a piece of aluminum. Probably to like a beer can or something. Oh well, on to the next one. So I got a weird set of signals here. It's like jumpy and iron tones and everything, so I'm gonna see if I can find what's going on here. Okay, so I found it. It was pretty shallow. It sounded like it could have been masking a nickel, but it might have nickel in it, I don't know. Looks like the cap to a bolt or something like that kind of snapped off. So oh well, we'll keep going. All right, so right next to where I found the little bolt, I have a 46, 45. It's really blotchy. I'm sure it's just junk, but I think that's what was kind of making the signal a little jumpy. So I'm gonna go ahead and get the pinpointer out and we'll see what this is. Okay, so I dug around in the hole just a tiny bit, and I think I found it here. Yeah. It'd be really funny if this was a tiny lock, but I don't know if it is or not. Oh, I think it is. Hold on, let me turn off my pinpointer so it doesn't buzz. Okay, let me wipe this off a little bit. Because that's exactly what this looks like. It looks like a really tiny little baby lock. I think that's what this is. That's really funny. It had to have been to like a tiny chest or something, I guess. Something for the coal mine, but look at that. I don't know if you guys can see that. You can kind of see where the keyhole it would be here at the bottom. And then my gloves aren't pointy enough to get this dirt out, but there's dirt at the top there. It's interesting. Okay. That's funny. Ooh, almost dropped it. Cool. All right. Hopefully there's more of these fun little finds waiting for us. So, all right, let's keep going. Okay, so far the GoPro is surviving the cold weather. Last time I came here with my GoPro Hero 8, it kept dying because it was too cold. So hopefully the video continues and the GoPro holds up well. But either way, I got an iron grunt here. I mean, it looks awful, but it's really shallow and I kind of want to see what it is. So I'm going to go ahead and dig it up and we'll see what it is. Okay, so I found a shell casing of some sort. But there's still something being kind of loud in here. Oh, is it this thing? Yes, it is. So I think I found another structural spike of some sort. I do have almost a full electrolysis setup at home. So when I get the rest of what I need, I'm gonna put all this stuff through its paces and see if it comes out looking any better than it does now. But either way, I'll go ahead and fit this sucker in my pouch and we'll keep going. Okay, so I got a very weird scratchy 30 signal ish. and it is like maximum depth. All right, so I found it, and at first glance it looks kind of like a clip of some kind. Here, let me get some of the dirt out of there. There you go. Might be a little hard to see, but interesting nonetheless. All right, guys, so I did say in a previous video that I would revisit this site and show you guys the actual entrance. So if you guys see here, might be a little tough to see with all the snow and dirt and everything, but there is a piece of concrete here. And if you kind of look here at the bottom, you can kind of tell it starts to shape and open up and everything. And right below my foot here is a weird like conglomerate of like sheet metal that kind of waves a little bit, and if you guys look here, it continues to slope down and into this field that did have a coal tipple and like a little warehouse and everything. But if you look from exactly where this entrance is and you follow it up, you can kind of tell, I don't know if the GoPro's picking it up or not, there's a little bit of a dip that goes up. And you guys can't see it, but past all these trees, actually, as a matter of fact, let me just run up here and show you guys a little. So this fallen tree right here, its trunk is where that mine subsidence is. I'm actually standing on the tunnel right now. So that's where this whole thing collapsed a little bit. They may have done it intentionally. I don't know the history of this mine very well, other than some weird story I found on some person's blog site. But yeah, that's where the subsidence was, and this is where the entrance was. I kind of wish, you know, the local parks department would kind of, you know, take away the dirt and show it a little better. I know that's inherently dangerous, but it is blocked with whatever like melted steel they put in front of it, so I don't think it'd be too big of an issue with people trying to get in. But I feel like right here where the field starts to take shape, a little, you know, those Pennsylvania like blue signs with the lettering on it, that's, I think it's yellow, that's, you know, oh, this place was of some historic value. I feel like that would be cool, because this is an old mine, you know, and it's important to the, or was important to the local economy at one point in time in the late 1800s, early 1900s. So I feel like that would be nice. But anyway, I'll stop blabbering on. That's the entrance. I mean, this is literally all that's left, is this like weird piece of concrete, and then kind of what you can infer from the collapsed tunnel. And that's about it. So all right, without blabbering on too much more, we'll go ahead and get to the next target. So I got a 40s signal here. It was 30 something a second ago. So my guess is it's probably junk, but we'll go ahead and see what it is. We'll brush away the leaves here and dig her up. Well, that's not what I was expecting, but got ourselves a old Budweiser can, I believe. It says Bud, and I can see the W, and then it goes away. But interesting. It smells awful. I think there's a trash can down here somewhere, so I'll go ahead and throw that away, and we'll keep going. Okay, so I've got a 25, 26 signal here. So I don't really know what this is. It kind of looks like a baby keystone symbol, but I don't know. So I've got a 42-ish signal here. So we'll go ahead and see what it is. Okay, so I got another miscellaneous piece of junk. Not really sure what it could have been. Kind of looks like maybe there was a hinge piece here, potentially. I don't really know. This is another electrolysis bit. It's gonna have to go in there and see what this becomes. Okay, so I've got a high tone here, in amongst this garbage. You can see it's just all sorts of jumpy. Okay, so this is another exciting find. I was poking around in the hole and found this bad boy. So 1 for 1 today on the minor tag count. So happy about that. Can't tell what the number is. This is definitely, it's too cold to get this mud off and stuff, so I'll go ahead and throw that in the wrap up later. But I think there might be another signal in here somewhere, so I'm going to go ahead and investigate and I'll get back to you. Okay, so I did find another piece of pottery while I was looking for the signal, and then I found the signal, and this kind of looks like a little charm or something. I don't know. I mean, it could just be junk metal, but it looks kind of, it's in the shape of something interesting, so we'll see. I don't know. I'll clean it up, and if it is anything interesting, I'll throw it in at the wrap up at the end. If not, it's going to the pouch. I don't know if you guys can tell, but it's getting crazy out here. Oh my god. This is nuts. I just got slapped in the head by a giant thing of snow from one of these trees. So yeah, it's getting crazy. When I first got here, it was kind of like this too. So I just kind of settled myself to be here for a few hours. It's probably been about an hour and a half, 2 hours since I started. And it did get better, but now it's worse again, so I'm gonna have to stay longer. Anyway, I'll go ahead and keep going, and we'll see what else we can find. So snow's still coming down pretty hard, but I have a weird, goofy 4240 signal. Okay, so I did kind of unearth it a little bit here. Go ahead and show you guys if you can see this or not. I don't know. It is something big. It's this here. So we'll go ahead and crack it out of here and see what it is. Alright. Okay, at first glance it just looks like a piece of crap, but that is intriguing right there. It looks like spooled copper wire or something, maybe. This is what it looks like on both ends. I don't know if you guys can see the shine on that, but interesting. Got a very shallow 45, 46. I did just drop off all my stuff at the car, so my pack is nice and light, so I feel rejuvenated to keep going. I'm probably gonna have to anyway, because it's still coming down pretty hard. I'll do a live dig on this one. I haven't done a live dig yet this video, so we'll see what this is. I'm thinking it's this thing off to the right. Let's see if I'm right. Yes, this is exactly the same shape as that other thing I thought might have been the barrel to something. But since I just found 2 of them, I doubt it. So, alright. This will go in the pack. It's like 3 pounds, so that's already going to weigh down my pack again. Which I found this on the way to the car. But, oh well. Alright. We'll go ahead and keep going. Okay, so I found a really shallow 42, 44 signal. So we'll go ahead and see what this is. I don't really know what this was. Looks like it was crushed. It has like seemingly some gears and like this thing. Oh, you know what? I've never seen one before, but I think this might be the bottom to a lamp, like one of those oil lamps or something. I'm not sure. That's what this seems like though, because I've seen other people dig these up and they had this little twisty bit. Interesting. Okay, so I just found this 4950 signal here. It's kind of surrounded by iron grunts, so I'm hoping it's good. If not, I'm going to be disappointed, but you know, that's just how it goes. Yep, pop can lid. Oh well. Alright, we'll keep going. Okay guys, so I'm chasing a really wacky signal here. It looks awful, but I was digging it up and it looks interesting. Alright, so I thought it would be interesting, but it looks like just probably what was side to a barrel or something like that, if I had to guess. Actually, no, this is a shovel. You can see this is where the wooden handle would insert, and then this is the shovel head, and it would come to a point right here. Interesting. Okay, cool find. Sucks I was a little rough with it trying to get it out of there, but that's okay. Alright, we'll set that aside for now and we'll come back for it when we go back to the car. Alright, I got a 22 signal here, pretty shallow. Right by the road, so I'm thinking probably somebody tossed their pop can out the window and I'm getting the bottle cap. Okay, so I popped it out of the hole here and it looks like it's just a cap to something. Definitely not modern. At least it doesn't seem that way. Looks like something the miners left behind. Anyway, we'll keep going. Okay, I got a pretty shallow jumpy signal. Not quite sure what it is yet. I'm hoping it's not a can. Looks like it could be. Yep, some aluminum or something. Oh well. On to the next one. And I got something here. It's got some gruntiness to it, but with this mineralization and like all the crap from the mine and stuff, you never know if anything's good or not with these signals. So I'll go ahead and clear this stuff away and we'll see what this thing is. Alright guys, I got the hole popped open and as you can see, we got another miner tag. So many of these around. I'm kind of following in a certain path. Oh, no, I thought I dropped it. To where there's a bunch of like ruined building stuff off this way. So my theory is the buildings here were bulldozed and then everything was just kind of pushed this way. So far my theory is kind of going somewhere. But anyway, alright, we'll keep going. Okay, so I've got something that sounds absolutely crazy right here. I'm really hoping for my first silver coin on this one, but we'll see. I'll go ahead and clear this stuff away and hope that it's not like a pop can or something. Actually, I decided before I started digging this to do a live dig, because I think out of every signal I've ever thought was a silver coin, I think this one is the most likely. I really hope it's a silver coin, but we're gonna find out real quick. Ooh, I don't know guys, this is super probable here, unless it's a really crazy looking can. Alright, let's see. Dang. I have no idea what this is, but it's not a silver coin. What is this thing? Hold on a second. Ah, I dropped my pinpointer. All right, let's see. I don't know, but it's huge compared to a coin. It's probably just a little piece of steel, like a cap to something or whatever. But when I go home, I'll clean it up, and if it's anything interesting, if it's got anything on it, I'll throw it in the wrap up and I'll show you guys. All right, let's keep going. Okay, so I got a really shallow 50-60 signal, something like that, 58-60. Oh boy, it's another one of these things. Well, I have two of them now, so... Oh, look at this. This one has a little more definition to it. I don't know what it could be, but it's starting to seem like it's something. So you guys can see, like, there's a little thing on the top there. If you guys can see that. I don't know what that is, but I won't mess with it too much because it seems like it might come off. And there's a bunch of little holes stamped in here. Weird. Right by those two weird circle things I thought was silver, I got another shallow signal. Okay. Not unexpected, but got a shotgun head stamp, it seems. Okay, so this is the concrete stuff I was talking about. I think there might have been a car accident somewhere behind me, closer towards the mine portal, but you can see the concrete here and stuff, and this is just, this whole mound right here is just a bunch of stuff that was bulldozed into this location. And just over here, let me wander over here for you guys. There's a door. I've been back here a lot. There's a door right here. You guys can't see it very well, but it's underneath this. You can see here's the doorknob right there. So I don't really know what to make of this. That doorknob seems a little new to be from the 1800s, but who knows? I don't know how doorknobs looked back then, or if that was maybe built later. But yeah, so this is kind of where I wanted to go. Haven't really hit this section too hard yet, but the problem is there's probably all sorts of iron or rebar or whatever through all this stuff. So either way, this might be for a next video. I'm a little tired today, but over the Christmas break, I'm filming this on like the 21st or something, December 21st. I'll come back and I'll try to do a few more videos or something. But yeah, I'm gonna poke around here for like a couple minutes, and if I get anything cool, I'll let you guys know, and if not, we'll just cut to the wrap up. Okay, so I was just moseying around. I got another pop can lid there, but found this bottle. Doesn't seem too terribly old, but has the number 60 on the bottom. So I don't know, it doesn't have anything written on it, but still cool nonetheless, I suppose. So I'll go ahead and throw that in my pack and we'll take it home. Okay, this signal has some potential. It's a 2627 shotgun head stamp that is falling apart. Okay, so I was just moseying around, heading back to the car, and check this out. I found a little pocket knife. Looks like the wood is pretty old, but it's still mostly intact. Oh, it's actually coming apart a little bit, so I'll go ahead and stick this in my bag, and when I get home I'll take a better look at it. Okay, so I did miss out on filming this one, but I found a coin, and my guess is it's a wheat cent, potentially. It's to... oh, it is a wheat cent, yeah. Okay, so I was working on this hole for a little bit and I thought it was just junk, but check it out. I think this is a pocket watch. It's pretty toast, but Still kind of has some shape. Maybe there's details on this edge as the maker and whatnot, but very neat. Happy to rescue that one from this weird mud pile. But alright, we'll keep going. Alright, I got a promising 5152 signal here. Okay, so let me go ahead and tilt you guys up there. I think I found it. And I think it's another minor tag. Oh, no, this is something totally different. Sorry, I buzzed in you guys' ears there. Alright, let's look at this. What is this? Huh. My gloves are too muddy to properly clean it off, but I think this might be gold plated. That's very interesting. Okay. Well, we'll bring this home and we'll see what it is. I'll clean it off and I'll put it in the wrap up. Well, this is a first. I thought I was getting another minor tag and I got a bullet instead. Like the whole thing. Crazy. Well, that'll go into the pack. Alright, so this was in the hole too. I just put the other bullet away in my pack and then I found this like fabric and there's like more bullets in here. So somebody must have lost some kind of satchel of all their bullets and stuff. I'll go ahead and take the whole satchel. I don't know if there's anything else in there. Alright guys, so we're gonna have to start filming outros in my garage, unfortunately. It's a little cold outside, so wrapping up outside when it's windy and freezing doesn't sound like a fun time. So we're gonna be doing it like this for at least a couple of videos probably. So without further ado, let's get into what we found today. So let's start with the junk. We found quite a lot of scrap iron. The lighting's a little bad, sorry guys, but there's quite a few nuts and bolts here. If you can even call them that. I think this might have been a door hinge. You can kind of see at the top here. There's a little ornate design, and at the bottom you can sort of tell, maybe. But yeah, interesting. These, I'm not sure what they are, but they kind of look like guns, maybe? Like, I don't know. Maybe not, but it's kind of peculiar. Don't really know what to make of these. They all have kind of an empty hole in the bottom like this. And they all have these ridges here. So I don't know. And that's 1, 2, 3. I have 3 of those. I did find some interesting glass today. I don't know if the lighting's doing this justice or not, but it looks very cool. It's got a nice amber color to it. It was shattered when I started digging it up, so I really have no idea what this would have looked like, but it looks very cool in the light here. So yeah, found that big thing of glass, and then if we move on here, I found this pocket knife. One of the edges of what I think it's this piece, yeah, it's this side here, you can see it's trying to come off a little bit. So I found the pocket knife. I found, what is it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 minor tags. 6.5 if you count this thing. It has some kind of number on it. I think it says 68 or 66. I don't quite know. No idea what that is. It's very tiny. I did find a wheat penny, so that's cool. Give it 1 cent. And then I found this piece of scrap that has some kind of ridges on the top. Found the baby lock, which is very cute. It's kind of funny. I haven't tried cleaning it up too terribly much yet, but it's kind of cute. I do have a few smashed bullets, 1, 2, and then the head stamps and little shell casing, and I have 4 entire bullets, and that's a bit of a story. So that piece of fabric that I found all of those in is a mutilated sock. So that was kind of interesting. I don't know if that was standard practice for hunters to use their dirty laundry as ammunition pouches or whatever, but there's that. Yeah, I think this shotgun shell with them as well. And then I found these two, I think they're oil lamps. Super worse for wear, but they do have some of the pieces still. This one I think is the better preserved one. Still got the little adjustable bit here and whatnot. And then we have the weird copper spooling. Don't know what this would have been for. There's a bit of a hole here on the front, and then it's just thick copper wire all throughout there. So yeah, I don't know. A bunch of junk here, and then this stuff is the good stuff. So I'll start with this because I know a little bit more about this off the top of my head. This thing says Chronicle Telegraph Puzzle. It'd be very hard to see that. I'll probably insert a picture or something if it's not coming up very well. But the idea is this little loop, this little ring here, has an opening. You guys can see the opening there. And the idea is you move that little piece of metal into the middle, and then you win the puzzle, I guess. I had a hard time looking up stuff for that. In fact, my fiance helped me research this piece. And then I found some kind of hubcap that has a lettering on it, or no, maybe not a hubcap, but like a cap of something. I tried cleaning this up. There's no details on this thing whatsoever. It's just some kind of metal disc. And then this, you can see the top of this timepiece snapped off, but it would have gone right there. But yeah, I think this was a pocket watch at one point in time. Obviously it's seen better days, but it does have a bit of a design there. It's hard to get the corrosion off, but yeah, it's gold plated, I think. I'm trying to find the little tiny pieces that look like they're gold plated, but yeah, right about here where my thumb is, there's a little shine. And then I think this was part of the pocket watch, maybe this one or maybe a different one. So this has some kind of cursive writing I really can't make out, but if you look at the top there, it says something something and then London. Then it has a number here on the side. I think it says 476S. And it has a little bit of a design at the bottom and then another S. You can kind of see on the side where my thumb is, it's getting a little green. So it's probably copper plated. I mean, it looks awful on the back. So it's definitely not, or not, sorry. It's definitely copper and it's gold plated. So yeah, this is probably the most interesting thing. This and the puzzle. So yeah, okay. So what is your guys' favorite find of the day? Personally, kind of already said it, but I like the gold-plated pocket watch piece and the puzzle. But what is your guys' favorite find of the day? Leave your comment down in the comment section below, and we'll see what you guys think. So thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time.